To introduce the concept of rotation, let's start with the idea of reflection of a point at an angle. We are done with some of the concepts of reflection of a point, and then we also talk about its relationship to translation of a certain point. This time, this will open up understanding on rotation. Because if we talk about a certain angle and reflecting that point, we need actually a certain degree of or tilt, or again angle, where a certain point is being reflected based on the line representing the standard angle. I'm talking about, say for example, in this Cartesian plane, if it's a unit circle and let's say the angle is 45 degrees, of course we can assume that 45 degrees is somewhere here. Hopefully that my graph is accurate. Okay, let's assume it's accurate. At this line here, this angle presumably theta 45 degrees, right? In short, if we have a certain point somewhere here, and if we're going to reflect it along the angle of 45 degrees, so it would be somewhere here, because this is its reflection along this line. But what if the same point X is reflected along another theta, let's say 60 degrees? We know that the 60 degrees is actually somewhere here. Let's assume that it's again accurate. Okay, we know that, assume this is to be our 60 degrees, and if this is the same point, its reflection would now be dependent on this line, on this 60 degrees. So its reflection would be somewhere here. Okay, still reflection, meaning we have the symmetry at that point and symmetry at this point earlier. Symmetry at that point. So basically, a point could also be reflected on a line representing the angle of the standard form. In this case, we have the degree of rotation. Again, this would open up the idea of rotation. Now, in order for us to identify the reflection of a point along a certain angle, it is actually represented by this formula. The reflection of a certain angle, on a certain x, point x, on the line formed by a certain angle, okay, is identified as the product of two different matrices, which is actually defined in nature. We have here, okay, the matrix, a 2 by 2 matrix, cosine 2 theta. Okay, the first for the first column, sine 2 theta. You will have here sine 2 theta and minus cosine 2 theta. This will be multiplied to the components of x being x sub 1 and x sub 2. In matrix form, you have x sub 1 and x sub 2 here. So as soon as you plug in the components of your point, and then later on identified the angle to be identified, of course, we know that this is actually a 2 by 2 matrix, and then you have here a 2 by 1 matrix. The product is, of course, a 2 by 1 matrix, and it's actually defined in terms of matrix multiplication. So 2 by 1 matrix will still look like a point, just like this one here. So its reflection is still a point, but dependent on the result on your theta and your components for your x. So we'll have an example for this, or a lot of examples later on, and we're going to determine the reflection of points along a certain angle, again in connection to the idea of rotation later on. Thank you very much for watching.